Deep inside the Martian resistance's underground bunker, the survivors of the battle gathered. The air was heavy with exhaustion and triumph. Markov stood at the center of the room, addressing the crowd. "We dealt a massive blow to the Dominion tonight. Their command structure is in shambles, their fleet production is crippled, and for the first time, they've felt fear." His voice echoed off the steel walls, laced with determination. Reyna leaned against a console, her rifle slung over her shoulder. "But it came at a cost. We lost good people out there. We can't let their sacrifice be for nothing." Elias nodded solemnly.
"She's right.
The Dominion won't just lick their wounds. They'll retaliate, harder and faster than ever." Phantom's holographic form appeared, its tone analytical yet foreboding. "Intelligence reports indicate that Dominion forces on Earth are mobilizing. Their leaders are regrouping to devise a counteroffensive strategy. If we don't act swiftly, this victory will mean nothing." Markov raised his fist. "Then we keep fighting. Mars was only the beginning. The galaxy will hear our roar." As the days passed, the Resistance worked tirelessly to rebuild their forces. Engineers repaired battered ships and constructed new weapons from salvaged Dominion tech. Fighters trained day and night, preparing for the inevitable retaliation. Reyna walked through the bustling hangar, inspecting the newly constructed assault crafts. "These better hold up. We'll need every advantage we can get." Elias emerged from under a half-repaired drone, wiping oil from his hands. "They'll hold up if you don't break them in training. Try not to crash this time." She smirked. "No promises." Phantom appeared beside them. "Reyna, Elias, your humor aside, we must prioritize developing countermeasures for Dominion's upgraded defense systems. Their remaining forces are adapting quickly." Elias adjusted his tool belt. "We'll get it done. Just keep feeding us the specs." Phantom's warning proved prophetic. Barely a week after the victory on Mars, Dominion forces launched a surprise assault on the Resistance's base. The alarms blared, and the Resistance scrambled to defend their stronghold. Markov barked orders through the chaos. "Get the turrets online. Hold the line." Dominion dropships descended from the crimson sky, deploying waves of heavily armed soldiers. Resistance fighters took cover behind barricades, returning fire with everything they had. Reyna manned a sniper rifle, picking off Dominion soldiers from a high vantage point. "These guys just don't quit." Elias shouted from a nearby control panel, frantically working to activate the defense grid. "If I can get this system online, we might stand a chance." Phantom's voice remained calm despite the chaos. "Reinforcements will not arrive in time. You must neutralize the Dominion assault force before they breach the command center." As the battle raged, Markov devised a desperate plan. He called Reyna and Elias to his side. "We're outnumbered and outgunned," he said, his face grim. "But we still have the explosives from the last mission. If we can lure their dropships into the canyon, we can take them out in one strike." Reyna hesitated. "That's a suicide mission. Who's going to bait them?" Markov's eyes hardened. "I will." Elias grabbed his arm. "No way. We're not losing you too." Phantom interjected. "Markov is correct. This is the only viable strategy to ensure the Resistance's survival. The odds of success are minimal, but they are greater than attempting a prolonged defense." Reyna clenched her fists. "Then we all go. Together." Markov looked at his team and nodded. "Let's do it." The Resistance forces retreated strategically, drawing the Dominion troops and dropships into the narrow canyon. Explosives were rigged along the cliffs, hidden beneath layers of rock. Markov's voice crackled over the comms. "Wait for my signal. Hold your fire until the dropships are in position." Dominion soldiers advanced cautiously, sensing the trap, but unable to pinpoint it. The Resistance fighters fired sporadically, keeping them engaged. Elias monitored the explosives remotely, sweat dripping from his brow. "They're almost there. Just a little closer." As the first dropship hovered over the canyon, Markov shouted, "Now!" The explosives detonated, sending massive boulders crashing down. The canyon erupted in fire and smoke, swallowing the Dominion forces. Cheers erupted from the resistance fighters as the Dominion assault was obliterated. Back at the base, the resistance regrouped. The battle had been won, but the cost weighed heavily on everyone. Reyna sat beside Markov, her face streaked with dirt. We keep getting lucky, but how long can we hold out? Markov looked out at the Martian horizon. As long as it takes. We didn't come this far to give up now. Phantom's holographic form flickered to life. The Dominion's forces have been significantly weakened, but their primary command remains intact. The next phase of the resistance must focus on Earth. The final battle lies there. Markov turned to his team, his voice steady. Then, that's where we go next. We'll take the fight to them, and we'll finish this war. As the sun set over Mars, the resistance prepared for the ultimate confrontation, a battle that would determine the fate of humanity itself.